Hey Twisted, good to be here. Yeah, my voice is a bit dusty. Even at the best of times, it's got a bit of a John Key whine, but nice about opening with a song, but the show must go on. I can't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Is there any song with more tortured lyrics than Wonderwall? I can't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. What the fuck are they trying to say? Because there's way better and simpler ways to say I like you. And then they could just drop the other bit about I can't believe how anyone else would like you. Look, these days there's going to be people who take that the wrong way. The now is good though. The now, you know, that's with the royalties right there with the now. Now, although it is meaningless because it's already written in the present tense. It's clearly just there because it's the only way they could think of to make the line stop. Now, yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Yeah, I ran into Beth. I hadn't been doing much comedy, but she said, no, you have to spread the word about Nelson. So, yeah, that's later. Haven't been doing much comedy because I've been in a relationship this year. Yeah, it's not that surprising for the chair, but yeah, if you're wondering how it's going, I'm back. It was never going to work for reasons which will become obvious. Bit about me from Otatahi, Christchurch. I'm a committed quiet camper. I know, a bit controversial. Committed quiet camper, but respect to you main campers. Yeah, respect, or as my brother calls them, normal camp. Dave's been coming here for a few years with his extended whānau crew. Yeah, you might have seen him around, Dave. I think Marlon Brando playing Colonel Kurtz in Apocalypse Now. Yeah, and that makes the drum and bass the soundtrack for the choppers. And I'm Martin Sheen coming up river to get Kurtz, bring him back to quiet camp. He's already said he can't be seen in quiet camp, so that's life imitating art right there. Apocalypse Now! Yeah, so what else? So yeah, committed quiet camper. I'm also a lone wolf. Thank you, but yeah, if lone wolf is a bit of a stretch, would you accept self-aware narcissist? Okay, typical Twisted, yeah. Obviously I'm going to prefer lone wolf because that has the added sweet taste of being misunderstood, which is great, right guys, being misunderstood. We lone wolves are so misunderstood. Yes, we make our own rules, but we stick to them. Yeah, we have our code, yeah, got a thumbs up there. But what people don't understand about lone wolves is that we're just looking for love like everybody else. But we have to stick to our codes. It's a problem. Okay, alright. I was misunderstood just the other day. Actually, I was stuck in a traffic jam by mistake. I thought this isn't my traffic jam. I'm looking around, everyone else it was commuters coming home from work. I'm thinking, you have to be here. I've been home all day. I've just popped out to the supermarket. I didn't need to be here at all. I know it's my bad, but it's not my jam, so if you wouldn't mind just parting, I'll get out of your way, leave you to your traffic jam. Same as trying to explain to the post office, right, with their Christmas log jam. Look, I'm a lone wolf. Okay, self-aware narcissist. I'm trying to send some contraband. This has nothing to do with Christmas. Right, misunderstood at every turn. Geez. That was my one-hand river stumble. Yeah, credit to Jared there. One hand is fine, right? Two hands down, that's not a good look. You want to avoid that. One hand, you can, yeah. Have you noticed there's a lot of cyclists in Linwood? Okay, yeah, I mean it's a Christchurch reference, but I told you before, so you can't complain. Yeah, I lived in Linwood a few years. I was surprised how many cyclists there were. And kind of different, the Linwood cyclists. They're a bit rough looking. And then I realised they're not actually your Save the Planet cyclists, they're your banned from driving cyclists. You know the adult on the kid's bike? Yeah, no helmet, but they've got a hoodie, no brakes, don't know how to work the gears, but they're out there cycling on the footpath, on the wrong side of the road, directing traffic. Solidarity to the Lone Wolf cyclists of Linwood, because I'm a cyclist too. It's a great way to get around, right? It's economical. I also recycle, I upcycle, buy clothes from second-hand shops. You know, you could say I'm sustainable. Yeah, which is better than what people used to call me, cheap. Yeah, Greenies, we say, it's great how it's become a virtue though, isn't it? Being cheap is now, it's sustainable, we're all about it, but we are so cheap, Greenies, right? We say we're trying to save the planet, we're just trying to save $1. Yeah, we're planting our garden and vegetables, or we're foraging for food, nothing cheaper than stolen food. All in favour of breast milk, because you've seen the price of that delicious formula. Actually, there's a test. There's a test to see where you are on the spectrum, the cheap green spectrum. Like when you're editing a typo, do you just delete the whole word and retype it? Or do you move the cursor around and reuse some of those letters you've already typed? I know some of you do, right? I do. I reuse my waste electronic letters. Yeah, waste not, want not. You know how useful an E can be. Okay, you can take it a bit far. The other day I was typing just and I hit an X instead of the S. Juxt. Right, I know what you're thinking. Perfect for juxtaposition. Right, so then I had to cut it out, put it in a file. Now I'm looking for someone to have an email conversation about two equivalent but opposing things. No one? Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll get into that. I was trying to remember the other day about that, the physicist, Stephen Wheelchair. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you didn't laugh at that. That was Jared's joke. So, I'm at this stage of life where people assume I'm going to be moving to Nelson soon. Fuck off. As a born and bred South Islander, the thing I despise most about Nelson is its location in the South Island. It's messing with our brand. Sunny, benign climate, it's casual Europeanness, it's well-tended hanging flower baskets. Where's the despair? Where's the decay? You go to a place like Invercargill, you can taste the despondency in the air. Yeah. Nelson's too damn nice, it belongs in the North Island. Right? Bay of Plenty. I think right about where Whakatane is the best place for Nelson. Fuck knows where Whakatane should go, but I can't be spoon-feeding you people. The traffic in Nelson is a nightmare. Those drivers are so damn courteous. You'd be strolling along the pleasant tree-lined streets, admiring the well-tended hanging flower baskets. Suddenly I've got cars stopping, waiting for me to cross the road. I don't need that kind of pressure. Trying to stroll here. It's not even a proper pedestrian crossing. It's just pavers in the road. You're breaking the law. There's cars queued up behind you just so you can do your showboating courtesy driver bit. Like, they're the worst, aren't they? Fuck off to the North Island. Okay, there's more, but look, I just want to take a moment to get real about, well, it's really about the cost of activism. You know, I've been spreading the word about Nelson for a while now, and obviously it's important work, but it has its cost. You know, you end up being associated with your nemesis. I know, there's activists out there, you'll have the same thing. I caught up with an old comedy friend, hadn't seen him for quite a few years recently, and trying to, what did I see? Did I hear that you moved to Nelson? It's like, fuck, I love irony, but that's too much. Okay, the worst thing about Nelson, the number one reason I'm not choosing to move to Nelson anytime soon is because it's full of people who've done just that. What kind of place is that? You know the types, Twisted. Yeah, you know them, the enlightened New Age types. They've thought about where they really want to live and contribute and create, and it turns out it's not Timaru. And it's not Greymouth. It's sunny, popular fucking Nelson. It's not a town, it's a yoga retreat. Yeah. Let me tell you, people don't live in Timaru because they've made positive life choices. That's pretty much exactly what they haven't done. They live there because they were born there. It hasn't occurred to them they're entitled to anything better. And as far as I'm concerned, Timaru can stay in the South Island. Yeah. Now, thank you, I've been Big Jimmy Small.
I'm really happy.